So I was watching Crisis. Um, I saw hour one, hour two, and I decided to rewatch them like 5 minutes ago. Well, actually, it's been 3.5 hours that I decided to do that. Um, I had some other stuff interfering, so when I was rewatching part two, so it took me a bit longer. Um, but I gotta make sure my game doesn't go off real quick. But I decided, you know what? Instead of watching part three right away, I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna rewatch the other two parts. So I rewatched all of those, and then I watched part three. And right at the end, so I'm gonna refer to the other things as hours, and this is gonna be part. So part one and part two. Part one consists of hour 1, 2, and 3, and part two consists of hours 4 and 5. Glad we can get this distinction out. When it comes to part three, though, it hurts my soul. This is unfiltered. I just finished up. But part three genuinely hurt my soul. It just, right there at the end, it just kept getting worse. Like, not in a bad, well, it's bad for them. But it was a really good episode. Already, this is one of the best crossovers that they've made so far. But right at the end, it just kept hurting my soul. There was nothing left that could be hurt. It was just, they obliterated it, right? So, basically, Oliver decides he's gonna stay in purgatory as the Spectre or whatever. Because Lucifer gave John by the way, so Lucifer is 666. Nice. But anyways, Lucifer gives, the Lucifer from the TV show, Lucifer, gives Constantine this card and is like, okay, here you go. And this hurt my soul. Oliver decides he's going to stay behind. They rattle some stuff up. You know, there's a lot of action and a lot of drama and stuff that happens, and all of it's really good. But right at the end, Lila's like, I can't remember what happened. Barry, Superman, I think, and someone else start plotting. You know, not plotting. They start like, I'm gonna make sure this is locked so I don't get any interruptions. They start coming like, well, if the anti-monitor has been doing this the whole time, then that means that's not Lila, that's... And then they basically just say, oh no. Lila basically does some Black Widow shit to John Diggle, and then after she's done doing that, she uses... The way she was just decimating everyone felt like Avengers Infinity War, where before Thanos snaps, he just messes everyone up. And then after she kills the Monitor, Pariah is like, I know what I must do. And they take him to the Vanishing Point from Legends Season 1. The one that they blew up trying to kill Vandal Savage and the Time Masters. Back when Legends was good. You guys remember that? Remember that? Not so subtle jabs have been made. And just everything gets worse. Something weird happens to Superman, the Christopher Reeve / Brandon Routh one. So something weird's happening to my guy, and he curls up on the floor and he's like, I think I'm dying or something like that. I didn't really hear what he said. Again, noises all over the house. But I'm getting lightheaded just thinking about just like talking so much, man. And walking isn't helping. But, you know, everything just keeps getting worse. So everyone on the Wave Rider just died. Presumably except for Harbinger. And Pariah, probably. Earth 1's destroyed, along with every other Earth in the multiverse. Every other. You know, in the comic, they left 5 standing, and obviously they're going to bring back a few. But, dude, Titans, Season 3, you better hope that they fix that shit, because Titan Season 3 won't happen. Let's just say that. Then again, it might already not happen. People are not liking that show. But I love it, so I hope they fix that shit. But there you go. You can just assume, oh, well, Jason Todd and Hawkworth, the epicenter, and they got... I'm almost about to drop an F-bomb again. That is a habit I have to fix. But they got wrecked. Wrecked. But the F-word equivalent. They just got decimated. And basically, everything just gets worse. Earth 1, it blows up, and Barry's like, we're all that's left. And then, I'm doing this out of order because I'm just scatterbrained right now. I have had no time to process this. None. So, and then you have Monitor, who's trying to stop Harbinger, controlled by the Anti-Monitor. And Harbinger says, you were, what was it? It was like, you were a fool to think you could oppose me. And then he says, no, I was a fool for allowing your creation. And then he explodes. So basically, then everything on the Wave Rider starts going haywire, and the antimatter wave consumes Earth 1, and then it consumes the Wave Rider. And just everyone that didn't get teleported got wrecked. And only the Paragons got teleported. But then, of course, one of them gets swapped out with Lex Luthor, and he says, well, I saw that you guys were going to not die, and I was getting ready to die. So I decided history needed a bit of a rewrite. And then over Superman's Paragon symbol, he just wrote Lex Luthor, and I was like, oh no. It just kept getting worse and worse and worse. One plot twist after another, and then another, and then another. It just never stopped. Technically, one of those plot twists was not a plot twist, it was a reveal. But, oh my god, it just kept getting worse. I know I've repeated myself, but damn. And, wow. So, there's that. They need to rewrite Bruce. If Lex Luthor can literally just write his name onto the thing, then they need to go and rewrite Bruce. My boy Batman, because shit got wrecked in that universe. He killed Superman, and I've voiced my disappointment here, but they just need to go rewrite that shit. Lex Luthor, all he had to do was write his name over Superman's logo. So, you telling me they can't rewrite Bruce? You telling me? I mean, maybe Warner Brothers has more power than the Book of Destiny does, but you telling me that's not... They're screwed. They're screwed, and they don't have Oliver. He's still dead. I am confused, and just I've been bamboozled. I was like, that meme where it's like, well, the first guy to must have been and he's just... That's me right now. That's me right now. Just, I'm dazed and confused. I don't understand what's going on. The floor is moving around. I don't know where I am. This is just, I have just been completely bamboozled. You don't understand. Maybe you'd understand slight bamboozlement. But this is bamboozlement on the grandest scale. I don't understand. I guess since I have all this extra time, I'll go back and review. We're going to review part 1. I gave you the what's up on part 1 and 2 earlier, kind of. But we're going to review part 1 right now. So, I need a Coke first. Oh, dude, that was amazing. I'm actually about to cry. So the first episode, it started out kind of weird. But it's the Monitor giving his narration, and then we see 3 cameos. First is Earth 89 from the Batman 89 universe, the Michael Keaton one. Would have been awesome if they could have gotten Michael Keaton on there playing Batman, but he's expensive probably. So I would hope that they fix the suit. People would be pissed if they changed the suit, but man, it needs a fix. Anyways, we see the Batman 89 universe, and one of the cop guys, I can't remember his name, but one of the cop guys from that movie's on Netflix, I think. If it's not on Netflix, it's on DC Universe. If it's not on there, well, then shit, I don't know. But one of the cop guys, and he's reading a newspaper that says Batman captures the Joker. And then he looks up at the red skies. So I guess Jack Nicholson's Joker's still running around when he should just be dead? Batman killed that guy. What, do you have firefighters down there doing with like a trampoline or something? Like what the... Like I don't follow... How is the guy still alive? He fell off a building. Whatever. Did he just regenerate from street pizza? You don't regenerate from street pizza. Oh, that I was trying to do like the Italian hand gesture, and then I did a French. I don't know what the I don't know what the hell that is. Twice in one video. Wow. But treat the pizza pie. No, that's not it either. I'm just gonna stop. But then you have the next cameo is Earth 9, the Teen Titans universe. Not Teen Titans, Titans universe. And we see Jason Todd and Hawk. So now they are successfully integrated into the ArrowVerse. Then we have the Earth X universe. There's another cameo, so I didn't want to count that one because that's not really a cameo, but you know, the Ray. Then you have they have Robin from the 1960s show. And I was actually going to be like, I don't want the 60s show integrated into the Arrowverse. That's going to suck. But no, it was pretty funny. Holy crimson skies of death. I believe that dog he was walking was that. Because Burt Ward apparently has a 25-year-old dog. I was like, wow, that's amazing. Oh, Diva lives that long. But anyways, I believe that was the dog from, that news story. But, holy crimson skies of death, Batman. And then, so you have all that going on. And then you have them getting the Shadow Demons, Lila recruiting everybody. And Oliver fights the Shadow Demons, and then the Monitor's like, everything is lost. We cannot, we can't do this. We need to order a retreat. And Oliver just goes out. Like, my man Oliver, he went all, words. What I wanted to say is, like, Oliver Queen tried to fight Shadow Demon. No, touched a Shadow Demon. Or R.I.P. Oliver Queen. Touched a Shadow Demon and exploded. No, what was the thing? I'll put it in the description if I remember. I had this thing. It was funny as hell. I've been saving it all day. And whatever. So yeah, he died. And, no more Oliver, I guess. Man, I didn't think it was going to last. And then suddenly he's the spam. I was like... And, then you have, he dies and he tells Barry and Carl what's up. But the Monitor's all... I just love how Oliver has a god on a leash. You just, like, Barry's like, so the Monitor confirmed the headline and that I'm supposed to die in this crisis. And he was like, no, Marnovu, get over here. We made a deal. And you die, bad dog, bad dog. And the Monitor's just snapping at him. Oliver's just like, no, bad dog. No traits for you. It was funny. Barry's all like, who the hell are you talking to? Who are you talking to? And, so the tuning fork is not a tuning fork, I guess. But the quantum towers in the comic, they called them tuning forks, I believe. I ain't ever heard or read this quantum tower bullshit, so. But it's better than calling it a tuning fork. The tuning fork of death. So then part 2, Oliver and Sarah have the subplot where they're trying to. Okay, so part 1, 9 out of 10, easy. And part 2 starts off with like Sarah being like, "Never thought we'd be pouring one out for Oliver," and I was like, "Yeah." And then they get interrupted. There's some funny scenes. I'm not gonna go into the humor. I'm just gonna like summarize it because I need to be quick now. But my disappointment with Batman is immeasurable. My day is ruined. I was like, come on, man. I was so I made an hour-long video about how excited I was to see Batman. I think it was an hour. And they went and wrecked it. My hopes, my dreams, my everything, my goals, my life. Yeah, so hopefully they can bring back Deathstroke and the right one. Because you're not going to give me another Batman. I want my Deathstroke back. Michael, edit again with being entitled and shit. Shocker. Fan article's just gonna read. Shocking. This just in. Fanboy is pissed. Yeah. But anyways, yeah. So this guy's a killer. He's the bad guy. He went nuts. He's like trying to. The dude went nuts. Okay, like at the end, he just starts picking off fights. And then he's like, "There is no hope." And I'm just... Because Superman wasn't there. Superman was important to this universe, I guess. And Batman's just like... he just kind of... just shrugs it off. So, yeah. And then, yeah, Batman's the bad guy. That's really the most notable thing that happens. Aside from them being like, oh, well, I can't... The episode's good, I swear. It is so good, in fact. I give it a 9 out of 10. Could have used more Batman. And then episode 3, which I just watched, the one, I don't even have to summarize it, but I will. So, basically, Bruce is not in this episode. I don't know why I said Bruce. But, you know, so Oliver is now a Spectre, or is now in purgatory. We see birds of prey. Oh, I forgot to talk about the Brandon Routh Superman stuff in part 2. Whatever. The Tomville. The Smallville cameo. I can't remember what Earth it is because they named it something weird. It was like 62, 65, 165, something like that. I don't know. Doesn't matter. The Smallville Earth showed up and he got rid of his powers. And I'm just like, what? So he's dead. By the time the credits roll, we don't get to see it. They don't acknowledge it. But all of the Earths were destroyed in this last episode, so did they really need to? I got 4 minutes left to record on my phone, so I got to make this. I got to snap up the synopsis. But I'm out of breath, man. I need a Coke. So yeah, basically, I have to. I have to go through everything I just said. So I'm gonna pause the recording again, and I'm gonna do this. I'm going to do the whole thing I just listed because I forgot where I'm at with the camera paused. This is going to be really trippy for me, but you guys probably won't even notice. I tried that and it's more confusing than when I started. Oliver's a Spectre now. We see the Birds of Prey universe. And the Birds of Prey universe, Batgirl's gone. I'll be honest, people don't like that universe, or that show. I see its problems, but I love watching it. It's on DC Universe. And I was like, this show's so good, man. And then they obliterated it. And I was like, oh, what did I expect? We actually see the Huntress, and we hear Barbara's voice. The building gets screwed, and she just sits there and just... I was like, what? Like, I don't know, it was something about the way she died and the way we actually saw it, and I was just... What? There was just something about it, man, and now, like, I don't know, man. It's just wow. So there were a bunch of other universes, I think, shown in this episode. I can't remember all of them at the moment. There were a few, right? We don't see Black Lightning's universe, but it was obliterated. It is no more. And they didn't even say which Earth it was. But yeah, and then the Earth 90 berry at the end. So there's like this treadmill that's the cosmic treadmill basically is powering this, or a cosmic treadmill is powering this antimatter cannon. And my voice is going away now. And it's still being weird. The antimatter cannon is destroying all these different Earths, and the Barry Allen of Earth 90 is he went all big brain. He's like, the monitor said that the Flash needed to die. He didn't say which one, and I was just, when I was watching that, he's like, oh yeah, it's big brain time. That Markiplier meme, but just, oh yeah, it's big brain time. And then man, this shit got wrecked. And I told you the twist with the vanishing points and shit. So all in all, I give this episode a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 is as far as I'm willing to go for this entire review, because I feel like giving everything a 10 out of 10. My disappointment with Batman doesn't even... I'm frustrated with that, but that doesn't even knock it off. I want to give everything a 10 out of 10, but I have to give everything a 9 out of 10. I just had a stroke, I'm sorry. A 9 out of 10 because I don't know if I need to make sure that 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 is really what it deserves. So I'm giving 9 out of 10. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.